welcome and thank you for being here. I hope you are having a beautiful day, a beautiful night. This is going to be a timeless and collective reading whenever it finds you. It's the right time. See what resonates and leave what doesn't. And remember that divine inner guidance is in you. And try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so that your decisions are sound and based in love and for the highest, greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. Let's begin. I am going to do a love-based reading today. I keep getting the message that I need to do a love reading, but I still feel like we should start a little bit general. So see what resonates. Even in love readings, there's a lot of different situations going on. So see what feels like it's yours, and you'll know if it's not. So let's begin with an animal oracle card. This is your spirit animals. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels and energies of love have for the highest and greatest good of all. Clarity for the collective. What would be helpful? What is the opening spirit animal? Please and thank you. Oh, you got an elephant. Look at this elephant with all of its like beautiful gold jewelry on it. So love is your strength. So it's a love reading. That's our answer. Love is your strength. Leadership is your path. Your wisdom inspires maybe it's a well-rounded reading. Your wisdom inspires not just a few people, everyone you meet. You can overcome any problem and you will naturally and easily achieve success. So whatever this is, you are putting your heart and love and wisdom and strength into. You're going to be successful. And I feel like it is about the path of least resistance, because I feel like when you're walking down the right path, the right things are just going to open up to you like magic, like miracles. So let's dive in. Let's do this one. Let's start with this combination of romance and love and get a little clarity. And we're just going to see how the messages flow for you today. So what would be helpful to know? Clarity on greatness. I mean, if it has to do with love, this is somebody who's going to recognize how valuable you are. Without question, without a doubt. What is the opening message when it has to do with love? Love is, you gotta love. Love is your strength, and now love is the bridge connecting souls. Cherish these connections. So this is maybe building the right bridge across a situation, finding the right opening. It could also be step by step. I see one of those bridges that like Indiana Jones style that kind of swings back and forth. So maybe there was something that was a back and forth situation. So it's just about finding your stability step by step, not rushing across that kind of bridge. But I feel like this bridge here, it looks pretty solid and stable. So I feel like you're going to know the difference in how fast or slow you have to approach someone or something, depending on, the swing of things. I do feel like you're going to get into the swing of things. So clarity on connection and greatness. What else would be helpful? A wedding. Some of you are making a connection that's taking you to a marriage. It's taking your relationship to the next level. Now, that's wherever you are in that relationship you're thinking about or is coming in. So if the next step for you is saying you're exclusive, that's the next step. If the next step for some of you is, hey, how about date number 2? That's your next step. Whatever step you are on, it's progressing in the right direction. But for some of you, this is going to go towards like real long term. Taking your relationship to the next level, but it's one step at a time. It's not rushing to the altar here. But I do feel like some of you are going to have a connection where but maybe it's about communicating what's comfortable for the other person. What is, and I also see for some of you, if you are, so you see this connection, and I feel like that bridge is almost like a journey. I feel like for some of you, if you are invited to a wedding, you might meet somebody at that wedding. So maybe that's not your wedding, but maybe that's a good wedding to go to. And for some of you, it might not even be a lover. It could be like a really cool person coming in your life, or somebody that has some, I hear like great or grand advice for you, a new connection that you feel blessed to have. But I also feel like if somebody doesn't have advice, somebody could be that bridge between you and someone else that you need to meet. I'm even seeing for some of you, if you have a friend or even like a family member and they're like, hey, I really think you probably groove with my friend. I don't know why I just heard Paul really loud. Maybe his name is Paul, or maybe it's Paula. Oh, maybe I'll put a Paula Abdul song. Now I hear Sean. I actually hear the name Grant. Oh my gosh, I just heard the name Duke. Those are really interesting names. I heard Sasha, Sandra, Penelope, Dee Dee, KJ. There's so many different names that just pop through. I don't get names all the time, but they usually come all together when I get them. Hopefully those names are helpful for some of you. I just heard say Sean again. So, and that could go either way. That could be a masculine or feminine name. So maybe it's about somebody that kind of has a name that's both masculine and feminine. So, you know, like Chris, or what's another one? Actually, the name Courtney is both. Like something like that, where it's kind of like it could go either way. Maybe it's somebody like that. All right, let's get another message. I was like on the side. Oh, you have a wish. Someone you wish for is coming in your life. You're gonna have a wish come true here. But I feel like it's like that dandelion. You put that wish out there to God and the universe and let it go. Trusted. It's gonna unfold as it should naturally. So for some of you, it could be the person you're wishing for. But for some of you, this could be somebody totally different, but you're going to recognize an instant connection with that person. What's at the bottom? True love, a deep and enduring connection going beyond superficial attraction. That's beautiful because that's deep. That's why something would take many steps to go in the right direction. It's not just about sassy land or chemistry. This is somebody who becomes a friend, a wish come true, a soul to soul connection. This could also be somebody that was brought into your life or coming in your life where either individually on your own, because you support each other, you both achieve this greatness. You see the greatness in each other. You see the best in each other, but I feel like you also support each other on those things you feel are flaws or that you're working on, because we're always growing. And I also see with that elephant, there could be somebody coming in your life. I keep hearing like power couple. So maybe there is someone that you're not just friends, you're not just lovers, you know, it's not just a soul to soul deep connection, but maybe you're amazing business partners together. Maybe you're really creative together. That's really cool. So I just moved these. So let's pull one. This is what is it? The blossoms of wisdom. Let's get you a blossom of wisdom that would be helpful. What is a blossom of wisdom on true love, connection, greatness, wedding, and wish for the collective? Please and thank you. Well, even in the flower deck, you guys got a passion flower. So maybe this is going to be a lot of passion coming into your life. Oh, there's more words, but they're really tiny. Hold on. What is this? It's awareness, and it's a little bit of mystery. Maybe this person's gonna keep you guessing in a good way. Passionflower. I might be wrong, but I think this is a flower that also helps sleep. Like as an herb. I think passionflower is the one thing in sleepy time tea, but maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, put that in the comments for me. Maybe this is somebody you sleep beautifully with. Maybe it's after a little bit of passion. Maybe that's why you fall asleep really good. Oh, I should have known better if this was a love reading. All right, so let's continue. I want to do the divine truth. So let's do the divine truth. But I'm going to put it all together, and I'm not sure how many I'm going to pull today. But I do feel like I have to shuffle. So I'm going to shuffle. But in order to shuffle, I got to put this deck into 2 parts. So what would be a message or 2 or 3, however many need to come through, that would be helpful for the collective right now on connection, passionflower, true love, greatness, wedding, and wish. Let's put them all together and get you a little clarity. What is the biggest message to have awareness of, please and thank you? Oh, you have true love, and now you have in love. Yeah, you guys have something pretty beautiful coming in. So this is somebody that's gonna be there every day. It's that love you yesterday, love you still, and always will. So even if this is a new person, for some of you, this is somebody who wants to always have another tomorrow and is going to always feel blessed for the tomorrow, the day they're on, and the day they got to have. Look at you, you're like kissing behind the bouquet of flowers. Like, it's kind of cute. They're like, no one's gonna look. You're like holding up the flowers like them. So maybe this person is shy. Maybe you're a little shy. Maybe it takes a little time for someone to come out of their shell or to really blossom in the love department. I feel like if it's behind closed doors with you, they're not so shy, but maybe in front of others. But maybe this is you got this passion flower. Maybe this is someone who's kind of I hear a slow or a slow bloomer, but then I heard slow burn, which is kind of nice because that's where something like keeps the fire lit. It gets brighter and better every time. Oh, you guys. All right, what's another message? One more message, please and thank you. This is beautiful. You got the psychic energy. So I do feel like maybe that's why somebody is a little slow. That could really like confuse some people. You're really intuitive. Maybe you just meet somebody, or right off the bat in a certain connection, it's like you just knew everything about this person. It's almost like you could read their mind, but you're not reading their mind. You can absolutely read their energy. But I do feel like this might make some people nervous. Not everybody is watching readings or into spirituality, depending on what culture they're coming from, their background, their experiences. So maybe it's, for some of you, if this is somebody really different, I feel like somebody is going to be very curious about your psychic gifts. But if they don't know anything about this arena, maybe it's opening up slowly so somebody can have more clarity and understanding about it, instead of just throwing that out there like, oh, by the way, I'm psychic, because people might think, oh my God, she's going to read my mind. He's going to read my mind. I don't know what that is. Like, they might not quite get it if that's not in their sphere. So maybe it's approaching that situation where you put like a real life example scenarios on certain things that happened, because it is about energy, which is there. You can't see it. So your intuition scares me, how much you really know about me. So I don't think somebody's going to stay in that energy of fear very long. I actually see somebody as switching that fear into curiosity really fast, and then that curiosity almost like merging into great appreciation and gratitude. Like, wow, something so special. But I also feel like maybe it's just the specific connection that you and someone have where you're just really good at reading each other, words or no words. So let's get maybe one more, because my little desk here is getting kind of full. And I feel like we should maybe get a couple other messages. So what is one more? Clarity on in love and psychic. Please and thank you. I actually have these two. Let me show you, right by each other. I kind of feel like some of you are going to feel it coming. Is that like the Weeknd? I feel it coming, I feel it coming, babe. That's a sassy little song. It's almost like you know something's around the corner. Like you're gonna know. You're gonna get a little insight before this connection happens, or insights as it's, you know, blossoming. Or if you've had none of this happen yet, you're gonna still get some kind of psychic impression or download that you have to be at a certain place at a certain time. I'm even seeing like some of you like just happen to get a haircut like the day before you meet someone, or you just happen to, you know, buy yourself that new outfit and then this comes in, or you just happen to like really, really clean your house before some passion comes over to hang out. Like, it's like you may not have known, but there's something that you're almost gonna, I don't want to say blindly do, but more like tapping into your intuition, even if it's not really clear as to why you're doing a certain activity or glowing yourself up a certain way. It's going to be right in time. So I hope that was helpful. That was kind of cool. All right, let's get one more. One more, please, and thank you. What's another message on in love and psychic? And your picture perfect. I mean, it's not about the black and white or what you read, but that's like a really bad old joke. Someone just sees you as perfect in all of your imperfections. It's you are beautiful inside and outside. There is somebody who, maybe I'm getting the, they're like, they want to like swim. I say like swim in your eyes, like dive into your eyes. Eyes are the window to the soul, but I feel like somebody thinks you're really intelligent and really wise, unique and special in your certain perception, viewpoint, or approach. What is this? At the bottom, you have somebody in thoughts. I'll show you that too. You are beautiful inside and out, and I stare at your pictures all day long. Somebody is, you know, you really caught someone's eye here. I feel like for some of you, this might be something they watch where it's not just like not like a still, but maybe they have a little video of you or something like that. I'm getting that difference between people. I don't think this is about somebody having the picture perfect profile picture. I actually get that whatever picture this person is going to look at is something kind of natural. It's like that natural, candid, caught you in a smile, or something where you might even look at it and you'd be like, oh my God, I can't believe that's public. Like, look at the way my face looks when I'm like cracking my ass off laughing. But I feel like that's what's so beautiful to this person. They see beauty in everything, but I do feel like it's something about like a natural picture, or maybe that's your message, or how this person feels really natural around you. It's not like a big setup where it's like, I don't know, what are the models? The models on all the things where everything's all, you know, what is that? All the things where they distort your face. I don't even know what it is. All like the filters and stuff like that. I don't think it's about that perfect, like, edited thing with this person. It's about like you waking up in the morning and your hair's all cray cray and you didn't even get dressed yet. And you know, you have one sock on and the toothbrush is hanging out of your mouth. Like that's going to be what this person thinks is so freaking beautiful. And then you have thoughts. There isn't a day. I mean, you have, where is the one? Where is loved you yesterday, love you still, and always will? And there's somebody that since the day they met you or meet you, there isn't a day that goes by they don't think about you. And they think that you are the one for them. You are the one that they just feel different around. You are the one that connects to them in a different way from anybody else they've ever met. I said that exactly at 21, kind of like the world, which is a very big cycle. So maybe for some of you, you meet someone out there in the world, you do something online, maybe this person has a different culture or they're from a different place in the world. Maybe it's these worlds colliding that is amazeballs. Maybe, you know, you and someone else's life coming together changes your world. Maybe it's going out and expanding in the world and traveling the world that you will do together. There's a lot at the end from just looking at a number. So I feel like we should get you a message from the universe. So let's get you a message from the universe and then some tarot. I don't know which tarot deck to use. I'm just not quite sure. I brought out the final rose, but that doesn't feel like the right deck now. So let's pull a message from the universe. And maybe I'll go find a good deck. Message from the universe for the collective, please and thank you. What would be helpful to know? And I mean, all of these messages here are really, really beautiful. And all of these decks aren't all beautiful love messages. Some of them got some weird messages in there. And yours are gorgeous. So, ooh, universe, what would be a helpful message for the collective, please and thank you. Ooh, I think you have a couple. You do, you have two. So maybe you need to hear two today. So let's see what the universe has to say. Didn't want to come out for a little while. When going through tough times, it's interesting because I was just talking about all of this beautiful energy, but not every day is rainbows, sunshine, unicorn, and butterflies. Sometimes it's rainy and weird. When going through tough times, it's important to remember nothing up to this point has defeated you. You've overcome challenges before. Be kinder to yourself and be thankful for all that you already have. So you need to start. This is in your mind. If you have distance between you and someone else, if you don't even know if you're sure if you want love or ever want to try that again, or if anything is coming in for you, the biggest message the universe wants you to know is you are strong. You've gotten through many, many things before, and you're going to overcome any challenges in a different way than what would have gotten you blocked in the past. Be kind to yourself. See all that you've gone through. You know, look at your strengths. Give yourself a pat on the back. You already have things right around you to be grateful for. And interesting, the next message is you will soon be surprised and grateful for how everything happened the way it did for you to receive better and greater. It's all adding up in your favor. Trust the process and how things are unfolding for you. It's all about a process. Divine timing. The lessons you learn along your journey, along the way. But it looks like you're going to be surprised and very grateful that your journey went in a certain direction. So, tarot. I still don't know which one to pull. Let me go find one. I'll be right back. So this is a weird deck to pull, but I pulled the Animal Tarot. This is the first one I looked at on the shelf, and then I looked through some other tarot decks and they just didn't feel right, and my eyes kept going back to this one. So we're gonna go with the Animal Tarot. So let's get clarity. What would be, is there anything we need to actually clarify? Let's clarify about the tough times that you've gone through, or what is switching your mindset and your energy into that of gratitude today. So let's ask about that. Hi, babe. Do I have to pause and let her out before I pull it? Oh my goodness, interruptions today. Hold on. To continue on. So let's ask about what you've gone through. It may have been a challenge, but you feel grateful that you got through it, got beyond it, and grew from it. Please and thank you. Unity. So maybe it's about things that were traditional that you had to change. Maybe it was a challenge for some of you to rewrite the rules on your belief system, on even changing the people that are in your life through different cycles that you have. This is coming through like a couple times lately for you guys. So you have maybe a Taurus energy. It's paying attention to the connections that you do have in your life. The ones that you vibe with. It's sometimes where you need to follow the rules so that it's like following the rules so things run smoothly, whether that's with you and another person in a partnership, or you at your job, or you if you're going to school. I think my heat just came on if you hear that. But sometimes you don't groove with those rules anymore, so you need to adjust yourself accordingly. This is recognizing that you have beautiful divine inspiration, and then you put that inspiration, insight, and wisdom of spirit into practical use in your life. Because if you just go to church or temple or the TED Talk or school, whatever it is, and you learn about those beautiful lessons and then you don't embody them in your life, it's the in one ear, out the other. It doesn't evolve your spirit to just read about something and then not embody it, because these are lessons that you want to embody and cherish in your life. It's sometimes having somebody around you that is very psychic, intuitive, spiritual, even religious. But I feel like even if it's religious, the underlying message is to always be open-minded for more insight and wisdom to come in, because no one knows everything. So you can't be closed and rigid and so much in a structure that there's no room to bend or, I hear, breathe. But this could be the right people coming in your life. It could also be where you are distancing yourself away from the ones that aren't vibrating with you anymore in your new chapter. It's a time of spiritual growth. You have these polar bears here, this little butterfly of transformation. Maybe you connect to the aurora borealis. That makes me think of the song I Ran by a Flock of Seagulls, because there's like one line where it says that in it. Or you're somewhere where you see the northern lights. Embrace this time of deep spiritual growth. You may feel called to act as a mentor because of your wisdom that you have, because you are received and heard where it's not in one ear and out the other. And sometimes this is talking about examples from your life. Sometimes this is living by example. Spend time with others who are also on a sacred path. I mean, you have something here. It says a deep connection that goes beyond any kind of superficial attraction. So whatever connections these are in your life, it's not a superficial situation. It feels like I'm getting more like a soul calling. Rose always goes to the bathroom and then she comes in and then she decides to eat. She doesn't eat her food when I put it out right away. She eats when there's company over. or she thinks I'm gonna leave, or she goes to the bathroom. So, all right, let's get clarity on. And also, I mean, I asked about the tough times. And one of the biggest things that happens when you go through a really tough time, when you're, really knocked down, that's when your soul really catapults. That's when you really elevate. That's when you remember to talk to God, to talk to the universe, to find your spirituality, to ask the big questions, to ask yourself, your higher self, those big questions. It's when sometimes people go through their regular day-to-day business and everything is hunky-dory. What a weird phrase that just came through, where you forget to ask for guidance. That's always there. You know, some people are in tune with this all the time, but sometimes people get guidance and, you know, it's kind of like one of those things, like I can just talk like for my own psychic gifts. Like I get a lot of insights and direction, but it's also easy to be in your everyday world. It's sometimes I'm amazed at the amazing wisdom that comes through when I am being helpful to someone else, but then I don't listen to myself all the time. You know, that's like the hardest person to teach. So sometimes it is those really hard times you go down where like, oh, I don't know why, you know, I tell everyone else and then I don't do it. So it is having self-awareness, and it shouldn't take the hardest challenges for you to have the self-awareness for things that need to change, or to ask for a little guidance, even if it's just in your everyday, like, hey, show me what the best thing I can do today that would bring the most amazing things in my life. You know, just everyday, general, good old guidance is always there too. So let's get a little clarity. What would be helpful to know? What should we ask? I kind of want to ask about this greatness, this beautiful elephant here, because I kind of feel like these two sort of go together. But I want to see like another level to it. Love is your strength, leadership your path, and your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. I do feel like some of you might be starting some kind of business or project, or something where you teach, maybe even something online, a channel, something like that, where you are inspiring in whatever it is that is your thing, but inspiring to others. But I see it as always uplifting, not attracting those that are looking for the negative side of the coin, if that made sense. Because some people are attracted to, let's say, the readings that are all very negative, like all these people are watching you and this goes on, and you know, that's kind of tapping into those vibrations where people that want to know about those things are attracting. I feel like with readings, at least with me, I'm pretty blunt about anything that comes through. That's why I look at both sides of the coin and feel like that's important. But even if you see that side that is reality in everyday world, that not everything is hunky-dory, you know, sometimes it sucks ass. But to look at that, then flip it back around. So what did you learn from that? How did you grow from that? What can you change because of it? How can you see something still, no matter what it is, in an elevated perspective? I just heard to say that you are very protected. So if you are worried for any reason, you know, if like energies could get to you, no, because you are being divinely protected. And I also feel like if some of you are worried about a partnership, it is divinely protected. That just felt like a really big message to come out, and I don't even know what I said before that, so let's pull another card. What else? Oh, you got the Eight of Springs, something, and you got a B. I always feel like I have to like slip on in here, even though it's a tarot reading, that if any of you get the urge or talk to someone randomly to get a beehive, get a beehive. Get bees. We need more beekeepers in the world. It's so important for the ecosystem of everything that is alive on our earth. But besides that, if you are not into bees and that kind of freaks you out a little, it is a little weird when like you have a UPS guy deliver a thing of bees. They're like, we came to you first, because that's freaking me out in my truck. So I would say support your local beekeepers. Those bees work very, very hard to get that honey. And it is a beautiful substance. It's not just sugar. Our bodies process that sugar different than anything else. Maybe do some research on honey. Maybe it's about preserving something. Maybe it's about something that is not just long lasting and forever, but never expires. Also, this message is that something's going to come through really fast. So expect the unexpected, because once it starts, it's out there. It could be where you work together in a community. You each have a position or a job, but it's everything coming together that makes it run smoothly. You know, if this is about work for some of you. Ooh, hold on, it's such tiny words. I just need my readers more and more. Maybe it's about mums. Isn't that what they call a mother in the UK? Is that right? I don't know if I'm right on that. I'm also seeing like different names that you call, I don't know, I actually don't see mom or like different names you can call a mom or a dad or a grandma and a grandpa. Like, you know, Pop Hop, Grammy, Oma, Pa. I don't know why that's important. Maybe that's important for some of you. I kind of feel like this is interesting. Like some of you might become grandparents. And if you're becoming a grandparent, maybe you're thinking about what you want to be called. You know, like if you're like, do you want to be grandma, or do you want to be nanny, or do you want to be Oma, or do you want to be Nana, or do you want to be, I don't know, all those names, whatever it is. Maybe you're like choosing your name. That's really cool. I hope that message was helpful for some of you. You've been presented with many wonderful opportunities all at once. It's all going to come in at once. Well, this might feel very stressful. Don't get stressed out. Look how big and powerful you are. Maybe it's bee by bee or flower by flower or bird by bird, as my mom says. And you're going, it's telling you to be, that you're going to be in gratitude again. It's telling you, remember to be grateful for the blessings that heaven sends you. When you see those blessings, when you see that flower of opportunity, pollinate it. Jump on that flower and smell it. Smell the roses. You know, one flower at a time. Some of you are going to be able to multitask your ass off, and you're gonna do it with flying colors. You got the 4 of spring at the bottom. This is taking you back to this. But let's look at that upside down briefly, because upside down, the 8 of spring is having everything happen at once, and then you're a deer in headlights. Like, oh no, too much, and then you retreat and don't do anything at all. So if a lot goes on, try to, balance your energy, see what you can do all together, what needs your attention first, what you can put aside but come back to. Don't procrastinate something so long so that you never get to it. And with that honey, maybe it's also about honey on the wound. If there's a situation not rubbing in the salt, I don't think that was everyone's message, but this is so beautiful. What is this, an otter? It's like a little water dog. 4 of spring is like the 4 of wands. For me, that's the wedding. But it's not just a wedding. It's the experience. It's that moment. It's that picture perfect snapshot of a moment, an experience in your life where you just feel so much gratitude that you got to have it. Whether that's something you do on your own with someone else or a big group. That's my say yes to the dance card. Upside down, it's seeing everybody boogieing up there on the dance floor, and you really, really want to get up and you're kind of moving a little bit, but you think you have 2 left feet, or you're too embarrassed to do this, or that person's so beautiful they'd never say yes to you, and you don't get up at all. And then you just sit there in that like regretful energy, and you don't have the experience. You just dream about the experience you didn't have. So even if it's not the experience you pictured, make it yours. I just thought of Make It Mine by Jason Mraz. It's a really good song. It's time to kick back, relax, and celebrate all that you have. Joy arises from success. Where's your big elephant here? Success in your career, the completion of a project, or a very happy home life. Feeling at home with a certain person. I picked that whole pile up, and that was left behind. It's funny because I was talking about Rose before, so we'll look at that too. It's loyalty. Stand by each other through thick and thin, true love and devotion. And let's get you one rock star. Let's get a rock star and end the reading with this. I hope this reading was helpful for you today. Something came through. You have all this is telling you, get ready, get excited now. You got this future amazeballs, situations, people, partnerships, successes, everything that you're going to celebrate, this joy. It's just awaiting you. Don't let anything get in your way. Don't get in your own way. Get out there and make it happen. You got a beginning, Van Morrison. With this, I bid you adieu. Thank you for being here. I feel so blessed to be here every single day with you. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I love you so, so